Jackson. My story is called Perspective. My log line is basically two high school seniors from opposite ends of the spectrum, all in love with each other. One of them is named Will. He a black kid from the projects, and then the other one, one of them is named X. He a black kid from the projects. The other one is named Jessica. She like a white girl from she not rich, but she got money. You know what I mean? Alright, so my opening scene is this car accident. It was a car crash. And it's like a dark, stormy night. And all you see is like a hooded figure and a man get out the car. The hooded figure pointing the gun at the man. It's bah! And that's like, everything go dark after that. And that was like a flashback. Hold on, I can't hold it. That was like a flashback. And the teacher like, X. She like, X, get up, X. Like, why you daydreaming in my class? That was him. He was having like a flashback in his head. Cause he was in the car when all that happened. That was his dad that had got shot. He was in the car like as a little kid. And he was having a flashback just now. And the teacher was like, X, yo, get up. Why you daydreaming in my class? She was like, you keep daydreaming in my class, you gonna miss what's right in front of you. He like, all right, I hear that. All right, so after that, what is it? It's the day before, that same night, he got like a basketball game. He like a big basketball star, right, for his high school. So that same night, like before the game, his mom, she like a drug dealer. His dad was a drug dealer, but his dad got killed. So his mom like took over the little business or whatever. So his mom named Tasha, she like making her little runs, doing her thing, doing what she gotta do. She gonna get stopped by the cops. One of them named Officer Barnes, and his partner, he like a crooked cop, his name Cole. So Cole get out the car to stop her. I can't hold this, I'm talking. All right, so Cole get out the car to stop her. Like, yo, what you doing? You got my money? He talking to Tasha, like, yo, you got my money? Like, what you mean your money? Like, yo, you owe me. You don't want the same thing that happened to your husband to happen to you, right? You better get my money together. Now, he take like 10% from all the drug dealers around the neighborhood. And she's like, all right, so he punch her. Like, all right, next time you got my money, you better have it. Next time I see you, you better have my money. So, with his Officer Barnes, he ain't do nothing, no, he just watching the whole thing. Tasha, she get up, she look over at Officer Barnes. She like, man, all you cops is the same. Y'all all dirty, right? Remember that, that's important. All right, so, after that. All right, so at the basketball game, X, he doing his thing. He just scored like 30 points or whatever, game over. So he ready to get on the bus and he see the girl, he see Jessica. He don't know her or nothing, but he see her, he like, yo, what's up? She like, what's up? They get to talking. He bag her, get her number, all that. So he like, yeah, I'm gonna call you, whatever. So then I want to have like a little montage of them talking on the phone. You gonna have a couple scenes of them talking on the phone. Then have like a little montage of them going out dating. And then, all right, then it's gonna cut into one of their dates. Like the camera gonna zoom in on one of their dates. So now they just sitting talking or whatever. And he gonna pause for a second. He like, he be pausing, like he be having like these mental breakdowns sometimes, like cause the trauma from seeing his dad get killed right in front of him. So she like, what's wrong? He like, nah, my bad. I just be having these thoughts sometimes in my head. I can't get them out. Then he get to explaining it. He like, yeah, my dad got killed right in front of me. He like, he get to explaining it. And as he explaining it, it's gonna go back into another flashback now. He like, all I can remember my dad telling me is, I'll be right back. It's gonna go into a flashback of his dad pulling up. He gonna pull up to the cop house. Like him, his son, X is in the car with him. It's just a flashback. He remember his dad telling him, son, I'll be back. And then he walk into the house. And that's like the end of the flashback right there. He like, now we back on regular time now. She like, man, that's crazy. And then he explaining that he like, all I can remember is like my dad telling me I'll be right back. And then car crash, everything went dark. And then I woke up, my dad was dead. But then for some reason, I keep remembering like this like teddy bear or something. That's important. Remember that. That's important. Teddy bear. All right. So she paused for a second though. The girl Jessica, she paused for a second when he said the teddy bear thing. Like, boy, you crazy. So she tried to like play it off like you crazy. And he like, yeah, but that's sad though. All right. So after that, things start getting real deep with them. Like they start really falling in love with each other. He's skipping practices. He's skipping like workouts. Like I say, he's like a big basketball star. He's skipping his workouts and everything. He's skipping practices. He's missing out on games. College coaches calling him like, yo, what's going on? You still balling? What you doing? So his mom.
Missing games to date.
Yeah, to date her. Yeah, so his mom ended up finding that out, Tasha, and like this like around like the middle of the movie, and they had like a big argument. She like, boy, you know you supposed to get us out of bed. Like, yo, what is you doing? You trying to ruin your future for some girl? What you doing? Get yourself together. He like, man, whatever, I'm out. So he slammed the door and leave. He called up his girl, Jessica. He like, where you at? I need to come see you. She's like, I'm home, whatever. So he drive over to her house. He like, something about this house seemed familiar. Cause Jessica, hold on, I ain't say this. Jessica, her last name Barnes, the same as the cop from remember early on. That's her dad. All right, so he pull up to the house. And he like, man, something don't seem right about this. But then he walk into the house. He walk upstairs. The camera gonna cut into them just laying on the bed chilling. They just talking to each other, whatever. And then he get to kissing on her and stuff. And then she like, all right, boy, you better not try nothing. You know my dad a cop. Mind you, he already mad. So he like, your dad a cop. He like, why you ain't telling me your dad was a cop? You know my dad got killed by a cop. He mad, he get off the bed, he just walking back. He gonna step on something. He pick it up. It's the teddy bear, remember? The teddy bear from earlier in the story. I told y'all about it. This gonna trigger another flashback. He remembered, all right, so his dad told him, remember they was in the car, his dad told him, all right, son, I'll be back. His dad walk in the house. Then another car pull up behind him. Barnes and her, the girl, Jessica, they're gonna get out the car together. And they're gonna be walking, like about to walk into the house too. And she gonna have like a little bear in her hand. I mean, that's gonna trigger in his head though. He like, y'all remember that? So he start putting everything together. He like, wait, hold on. It was you. You was that little girl. Your dad shot my dad, this, that, and the third. Now he tripping. He already was mad because his mom's, but now he furious. So he just run out and leave. All right, so where I'm at. All right, so he run out and leave. Next scene, yeah. He run out and leave. He run back home to his mom. He's just like, Mom, you was right. He gave her a hug. He crying. The girl, she really don't know what's really going on. Jessica. So, but her dad Barnes, he know like what's going on. So when her dad get home, she like, Dad, I hate you. What happened that night? What really happened? Dad, like, what you talking about? She like, you know what I'm talking about. What happened that night? This gonna trigger another flashback. He gonna be like, I'm sorry. This, that, and the third. I was upset. Your mom, I thought she was cheating on me. Like, all right, so this gonna trigger another flashback back to that same night that his dad died. They walk into the house. Remember I said she got the little bear in her hand walking with her dad. They walk into the house. He hear like some people arguing upstairs. He know Barnes is his wife. His wife and somebody else arguing upstairs. He thinks she cheating on him. So he pull out his gun. That's all you see. He put the little girl in the closet. Jessica, she a little girl. I mean, it's a flashback. Put her in the closet so she don't know what's going on. He walk upstairs. All you hear is like some people arguing, and he walking through the hallway, and the camera is like pointed, like you can't see his face. All you can see is his back with the gun in his hand. And he like, and he explaining. All right, so now I'm back to what's really going on. Barnes is explaining it to his daughter Jessica, like right now, as the flashback is happening. But flashback over now. He just like, he's like, daughter, I'm sorry. I heard some people in the house thinking your mom cheating on me. So he got the gun in his hand. Back to the flashback. He got the gun in his hand, and he explained. He like, as soon as I opened the door, everything just went black. And she like, everything went black. So you blacked out and shot up and killed ex's dad. I hate you. This, that, and third. So she run. She go to sleep. Whatever. He just don't know what to do. All right. So that scene over with. All right. So now I want to have like a little montage of like X. He back playing basketball again. But he's sad that he's sad. He ain't speak to Jessica in a couple weeks. But he back balling. He back doing his thing. But he just sad. Like he don't really feel right. His mom know. Tasha know that, I mean, my son ain't right. Something ain't going on, something ain't right with him, but he'll get over it in her head. That's what she thinking. So, all right, so this is what's going to make everything come together. So, Tasha, it's the day of the championship game, something like that. The day of the game, right? So, Tasha, she making her normal runs. I mean, moving drugs, moving this, moving that. The cops won't stop him again. Barnes and his partner won't stop him again. His partner Cole, get out the car. The beating on her. I told you next time he's like, I told you next time you better have my money, didn't I? And he beating on her. She's like, I don't got it. He punching on her. He pull out a gun. He like, I told you better have my money next time. He about to shoot her. Like, she don't know what's going on. Like, it's an intense moment. So, that's when like, all you hear is a gunshot. Bang. And then Cole, he fall. And then, like, the camera point at Barnes. And Cole just on the ground. He ain't killing him, but he just like shot him in the leg or something. Cole fall on the ground. Barnes kicked the gun. And, he look at Tasha and he like, nah, you was wrong. Not all cops is the same. Cause remember earlier what happened? She was like, all you cops is dirty, but now he's saying that, so you see how that all come together. So so that happened, and because of that happening, Tasha went home to talk to her son before the game, like before the game started. She went home to talk to X, her son, about what just transpired. And she was just like, what is it? She said, oh, she like, son, I need to talk to you. At the same time as that's happening, Barnes, he went home to talk to Jessica about like what's going on and what really happened that night. So she like, yeah, I suspected. She talking to Tasha is talking to X. He like, yeah, I suspected something was going on with your father. Like he was cheating on me. I told him that if he need to break things off with this girl or it's over with. So that's the reason why he was at that house that night. So X's dad, which is Tasha's boyfriend, whatever, husband, was cheating on her with Barnes's wife, which is Jessica's mom, right? So they was cheating with each other. So now we going into the flashback again, showing what happened. He like, all right, son, whatever. He go in the house. He go in the house to talk to Jessica's mom to tell her like it's over with. I got a family, whatever. But this is a twist. The whole time, Jessica, before he can even say any of that, Jessica's mom was like, what is it? I'm ready to run away with you. I'm pregnant. I'm ready to leave my family and just be with you. And he like, hold on, hold on. He like, I got a family. I can't be with you no more. I can't be doing this to my family. So now she mad. Like they get to arguing about it. She pull out a gun. Same time, hold on, same time. What is it? Barnes in the flashback. Remember, he said he opened up the door, and then everything went black. Everything went black because when he opened up the door, what is it? Jessica's mom like shot the gun, and like X's dad, he like ducked or something. She shot the gun and she hit him. So she hit Barnes, and Barnes fell, like he in shock. Like, he like blacked out or something. Like, he done. He ain't dead, but he just knocked out. So and then X's dad get running. He ran out the house, got into the car, took off. The mom followed him. She grabbed the police car keys or whatever, followed him in the police car. That's when like they crashed into each other. And it's revealed that she was the one that actually killed him. Like she the one that shot him. And then like nobody ever seen her again. So while that's all happening, the mom is like explaining it. She like what is it? But like we know that, but like they don't know like that's what actually happened. You know what I mean? Like they don't know that she the one that shot him and all that. But that's what we see like as the audience. But the mom is just telling him that like she telling her son, just having a conversation with her son, X, and it's just like, what is it? She's like, I don't know what happened that night. But regardless of what happened, you shouldn't blame the mistakes of your father you shouldn't blame the mistakes of your father on her. She ain't had nothing to do with that. Don't worry about the past, worry about what's right in front of you. Remember, that's what the teacher told him too. She was like, don't be daydreaming, don't be worried about what's going on in your future, don't worry about what's going on in the past, worry about focus on what's right in front of you. Same thing as teacher told him. Alright, so that happens, and he get that knowledge, he's like, okay, cool. The same time she having that conversation with him, I wanted to be like, Barnes is having the same type of conversation with Jessica. You know what I mean? So everybody on the same accords, everybody knows something now. So like, they ready to get back together. All right, so moving on to the actual game itself. Remember I said it was the championship game that night. So after the game, X and them, they win. After the game, this like the final type thing. After the game, he meet up, he see Jessica, see her walking. He like, what's up? She turn around, she like, what's up? And I wanted to be like, they just like look at each other and I just start smiling. Then it's going like fast forward like 3 weeks. It's gonna be like, it's like the final image. It's like his signing day. He got up like his college jersey or whatever, and like beside him is like his mom, Jessica, and like Officer Barnes or something. And they all like smiling and like everything all good. So yeah, that's my story.